So what's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today we're jumping into some Deathtrap. I haven't put out a Deathtrap video in a couple weeks, and it's a game that I wanted to do a bit more of, sort of long term. I want to try to get into the nitty gritty of what this game gets into after you get past the base difficulty. And I'm jumping back over to our Mercenary buddy. He's the character that I started with, and the one that ultimately I want to try to get into before I bring the more specialized heroes in, the marksman and the sorceress. They work a little bit differently and require slightly more attention to detail. Oh, and I forgot to go back and 3-star the nameless tube. You know what? Let's go ahead and revisit this first then. It should help and get me a few more items at the same time. You have to go through it on hard.
Let's begin the preparations.
This looks good. I wonder, do I have this at the max resolution yet? They don't have anything higher than that, so that's good. Okay. So I should be able to easily run this at max frame rate now. Thanks to the overall growth of the channel for the past couple of years. You guys have actually funded me a better video card, so I sincerely appreciate that, and hopefully it turns out better, more high quality videos and allows me to put out some of the newer stuff like I was able to with the Resident Evil 2 playthrough, which is an amazing game, and it'll make some of the other stuff I get to do look nice as well. So we have to focus on the center here. I believe we still have Ragnar over on the left if I want to go fight him for his key. But the first thing to do is to make sure that we can take care of the enemies that will be flying through here. Now, I think they just count as normal enemies, so any type of damage really works for them. The DPS of the towers isn't something that you really get listed here, and I don't think you can view this anywhere because character sheet will give you your information. But the towers you kind of have to work out. So you can actually try to mix and match these a bit. I think I'll try building one of these razor launchers here. I don't have upgrades for the razor launcher yet. You know, that may actually make it detrimental long term, because I can't put any more essence here, which I want to eventually. We know we're going to drop both of these, so do that anyway. We'll build a sentry then, max damage it, give it 1 point into the AoE and a little bit of slow. That will take up quite a lot of our resources, but we'll need something over here too. As far as the towers that you get here, for individual units, I'm thinking the best thing is still the Phoenix Pillar. If we build anything else over here though, the Frost Pillar would be a good choice. But I think Phoenix base upgrades, if you're gonna do anything, get the 1 second off trap reset time. Actually, I could probably do that with one of these and that. Increase the slow and not worry about anything else. And then this, the AoE and the bonus damage. Okay, so we have one really strong tower over here on the left that does the slowing for us. We have a lot of damage over on the right. The thing we'll have to worry about is basically how sturdy this left side can be without anything else to really stop the enemies. Will I have enough damage to just run through Ragnar before that becomes a problem? I guess we'll find out in a second. Oh, it looks like part of changing the resolution is that this glowing effect, which is supposed to be on the start battle button, gets misplaced. That is a bit my fault, but oh well. Okay. We got through that without taking too much damage. I guess I can. Will I make this? Ooh, those guys are getting pretty far. All right, that's the key. We made that, and we'll try to, stop them here. No, you don't. Nice. Oh man, I am way more powerful than I was before. AoE abilities are probably what's gonna save me though, because otherwise these guys would cook me. Take way too much damage if all of them started attacking me at once. I forgot just how tanky the Mercenary was after playing the other two heroes. Like, they are not meant to be in close quarters combat. Because of it, just a couple of enemies really targeting them gets super dangerous, but the Mercenary is just all kinds of brawly. Trap boost. I can't reach it from here. It's alright. I think I want to put a frost pillar over here, because it'll let me do things like this and that. Nah, not enough essence yet. Okay. I can chain these guys, right? Nice. The ethereal projection, or ghostly wave, ghostly shape. There it is. That move is amazing. But this chain hook thing is great. It's got a super like just amazingly short cooldown. I can just wham, hit a bunch of enemies at once. Also, because your attacks are AoE after you take the secondary skill for your primary attack that allows Slash to hit multiple enemies, it is really good at fighting hordes of melee enemies. Okay, they hadn't come out yet. Just wanted to make sure I hadn't missed anybody and they were marching towards our goal there. But the ability allows your primary attack to hit multiple enemies. There's also a stat you can get on weapons that gets you health regenerated per enemy hit. Because you can hit multiple enemies, you get healed multiple times. It is an amazing regenerative ability when paired with that particular ability. So it's really easy to just be super tanky and powerful and everything all at once. Okay, so we really want to get this particular gun sentry. And probably one more. Really, we could probably make this a razor launcher. They should pierce. There's a few things we can do over here. I don't want to put too many things on the rim though, because they won't really do much of anything. Before building this acid geyser, it probably would have been important to build something here. I think I want to focus on something that can still slow enemies down and should help against the bosses that we know we'll get later on. Now that we kind of have an idea of what's coming, everything gets a little bit easier to handle. This is also something that should help out towards the end. I don't have enough essence for anything else. So this is the lane that I'll be babysitting. I mean, the only thing I can think about moving is probably this here, since I built this one. Actually, yeah, let's do that. This should be roughly, yeah, that's at the same level. Because that area has a bit more support. With this built, we can probably put a Phoenix pillar over here. I want to try to mix it up just a bit. And more damage and faster firing is probably the best thing that I can offer that right now. And I'm looking forward to finishing this level now, because we will get another silver key, which will be super nice. And I'm feeling strong now that I got my gear improved. There we go. The combination of slowdown and knockback effects should make that really strong, especially as you increase the speed or the firing rate of your towers. That's good too. Alright, who else are we going for? These guys want to fly over, that's fine. Can I lure them over here, or is the tower not enough? No, just out of range. Oh, come on, come over here, guys. You know you want to. Not too far. Alright. Ah, yeah, forgot about that. You can use the chains to pull the enemies into range of other things that you have. Usually the best thing I can think of to do with it is to kind of pull enemies backwards into the range of traps. The big enemies don't seem to be able to be pulled as easily. Wow, I do a lot of damage per hit now. Almost 1,000. Even the quag thing is not dangerous. Any faster way to get over there? Let's head from up this position and just run these guys through. Chain attack also does decent damage. It's not absolutely amazing, but it will wreck multiple enemies. So even though it's about half the damage of your slash, the amount of enemies that you can hit at range is nice. And he's done. Okay. I think you can hit up to 10, kind of like that. And we can wreck them all. There we go. Maximize the damage over here. Get one of these up. So we've maximized the slow on what we can get with our battle turrets. Gun sentries. Gun sentries are what they're called. But we got these guys who are kind of just going to keep trying to fire at me and die horribly. Thank you for burning in place. Because we don't have any other slows in this particular area, that's probably the best bet. And then this sort of slices everything up in the meantime. Really like buffing those. Oh, that's a champ. Okay. See, this is the trap boost. Let's do that. Hit him with the ice. Okay, lots of essence gain that wave. I think one of the main things we're going to want to focus on doing is dropping a monster cage here. Some archers behind them. Archers can get really strong. We're going to have to get some buffs for the monster cage afterwards. What we have set up here will ultimately help to defend this lane, but we also have these here. The slow, probably the most important thing I can add. We also want to strengthen the outside lanes, just because we haven't much. This area I still may have to wind up babysitting if anything heavy shows up, but what I haven't built up enough is going to be out here. We can put a phoenix pillar and or a monster cage here. If we put a monster cage, we want to pair it with something like a lava grill, but we can't do both yet, which is the tricky part. Why don't we then do Alright, let's start with our monster cage, because that'll allow this to at least get a few more shots off on something as it's being entertained. And We should be able to get one buff here. We can increase the slow. That's probably the most important thing up front. And then we'll want to add more damage once we get the opportunity to. But the main, most important thing is to diversify the damage types so that we don't just have everything focused on killing a single type of enemy. That way we don't get like a horde of something squeaking by undamaged. All right. Just gonna pull those guys into this circle here. All right, the tankiness is definitely coming into play. Anybody else probably would be dead by now. Gonna check on everything else. We look relatively safe now. Everybody seems to be doing a good job at everything that they've done so far, but we're only halfway done the wave. As soon as this guy dies, we'll probably have a number of not so tasty things coming out. All right, right gate's empty, but we're getting a horde rush. Let's head back here and see what happens after the towers do what they can do. Should be a bit of slow. The disc launcher trying to do what it can do. Knockdown from the Phoenix Towers, which is great. Okay. I'm liking what I see there. Don't think they're going to handle the Quag thing so successfully. This route over here is my most defended easily, so I'm probably going to let that go and just handle the Quag. So can I buff the archers? I think so. I think that counts. Ooh. I like that combo. Kind of pull everything together and then just dash through it. Because that prevents you from having to move far, makes it easier to chain all the enemies into the attack. Oh, a lava girl would work really nice there. I need to focus on the fact that these lanes aren't that strong though. So ice. Fire. Ooh. Very dead. That's nice. You are not that strong right now. I am super tanky, way more tanky than I was in the past. Alright, we can activate the Ice Cyclone, which is one of the newer abilities I picked up. It adds extra damage while I'm fighting enemies that stand around me, so if I can keep something stationary, it's a good way to boost my DPS. If I can burst down an enemy with the Mercenary, it's best to just do that, but in the event that I can't, that's an ability that it has a good amount of uptime. It lasts for 8 seconds, but has a 20-second cooldown, so it's up about 40% of the time, which is nice. Cooldown reduction allows you to use it more often, and it costs almost no rage. Okay, what else are we dealing with here? All the lanes are getting activated, so we want everybody to be nice and husky. There's no upgrades I can add to that or this. I don't think that's really necessary. We can add a spear trap here. Not too much else. Finish this guy off. I would like to see a lava girl added here. If we decide to boost this too much, we won't get to do much else. We're just short of being able to place just about everything else. But this lane is being handled relatively well. I'm not too worried about it. This one's strong. The outside I can sort of deal with. I'm still worried about flyers here though. And anything that really tries to come through here. Like this is a good start. How buff is this? Not at all. Alright, if I don't buff this anymore, then we can build probably another gun tower. And if we put it anywhere, we'd want it maybe here. I don't want ice. Or do I? No. Okay, that's what we're going with.
The chaos portals are bursting with creatures.
All of my archers just disappeared? I guess they don't carry over. That actually makes them not as great as I used to think. Even flyers activate them though, which is kind of nice. They don't let you walk through that when it's being opened. That's interesting. I didn't think I would be obstructed by my own traps, but I guess that keeps everything consistent. These group into a nice area. You know, this is actually a really good ability to be used, not just with your own hero abilities, but any trap that has the ability to attack in an area, because you can pull all of the enemies into a very tight, small radius, or, you know, just area period. The concentration of that area is very small, so almost any AoE attack will start to hit everything and do ridiculous amounts of damage. Just insane. Okay, gotta group these guys up and let the disc do its thing. Nice and crispy. Uh-oh. Just trying to do that. Not today, buddy. Ooh, so they're going to be immune to ground traps because they fly. I want to head over here and see what these are. Night Fangs, they are dangerous. Alright, then we can head back, take care of the last batch. Really? Just gonna sit over there and fight my archers for no reason? That's rude. I mean, I understand you have a somewhat tactical advantage there, but still, is that really what you want to do? You know, I could just pull them all together and then activate the ice. Alright, more of these Night Fangs. They actually fly directly over the traps. That's interesting. Well, I mean, I'm sure they're not trying to get close to the Razor Spitter, but they did, and then the wolf is just like, hey guys, how's it going? And what are you, quag thing? I think these guys are easily going to just die. None of them's a champ. Yeah, they got eradicated right as I was mousing over them. And that's the champ. Probably can't pull them. Oh, I can. They're not too large. Can we get the archers in? Oh, you can just yank this one back repeatedly. Sweet. Okay. This should be the last wave and our last opportunity to really try to focus on buffing up all of the traps that we'll be using. The most important things are anti-giant traps. That's going to be these. We already have a max gun sentry over here. These will help in the beginning, but in the end, I don't think they're really going to be what I want to focus on. One of these is going to be nice. So this side is buffed up quite a bit more. We'll want to focus on whatever happens to come this way, I think. All right, and then we got enough for maybe one more trap and some buffs. I'm least confident in this side right now, so this can go up and be good against giants, but pretty much nothing else.
Look at these traps. I'm quite good at this.
Throw up one of these too, and then with what we have left, we'll have to wait for the points that we get during the round to actually throw something else up. All right, so that's the name of the game. Let everything run super fast and build up some more traps.
I'm running out of essence.
Oh, actually, let me not do the super speed thing while we got champs. Oh, Quag Devourer. Lesser Dead Siphon. I think that only works when other things die, so we're good. Yep, your ability is trash, buddy. What? Oh, that's just me being near death. I thought that was something serious for a second. Health regeneration on this guy is great. I think he has a flat amount of health regen based on his total HP, and because it's so high, the health regeneration itself is just like good. Oh, y'all can all. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, Pale Gentleman Champ. No, it's just a regular one. Yeah, you guys can't escape these towers just because you're flying now, can you? Look at you, all kinds of dead. Yep, chose the wrong time to stop and attack somebody, buddy. Next time, you'll keep moving. No, you won't, you'll just die. Hello everybody, bread truck coming through. Oh, I'm gonna die. Let me not do that. No gate point lost this time. No siree. Okay, 12 enemies left. Think right when you think it's safe and you get down to like 4 enemies, they just start tossing out bosses that summon more things. Very rude tactic, but I commend the game for giving it a shot. I was definitely going WTF the first time I played this map because of it. There's nowhere better to go. Oh, Pale Gentleman Champs. Okay. All right, there we go.
Here it comes.
That does sound rather ominous.
Here comes the big one.
Okay. Where's the big one coming from? Nice, just pulled him back. Oh crap, he managed to freeze me. That is some good HP regen. No, gotta get rid of those gates. I think I figured that's the important thing. If you smash those gates as soon as they try to open them, these guys are not dangerous, and then it's dead. Sweet.
Just keeps getting better and better.
All right, and then we're just gonna open a monster gate right there, smash the gate immediately, and have very few of these guys to worry about. They are doing a lot of damage to me. I'm not sure what that guy summoned, but it hurts. Just gonna pop over here and not worry about it for a second. Keeping an eye on the map though.
Keeps getting better and better.
No sir, get that gate out of here. All right, they opened the gate on the other side, so I gotta go pay attention to it again. Should be able to cut them off here. They died. Sweet. Okay, the summoner of those minions died as well. These guys are all sort of ice resistant, so I really have to worry about them. Probably shouldn't worry about... No. No gate. No gate, please. Gonna be a lot of them at once, so I'm kind of worried. Alright, blew pretty much all my essence on making sure that this guy's not a threat. Probably shouldn't have done that fast because I still have the one on the left to worry about. And I got this gate that I need destroyed. I think he's pretty much as good as dead though. I want to make sure though, because in the event that he decides to stop and drop some brand new baddies on me, it would have been extra bad. Why is he not stopping? No. Oh. I think you only have the opportunity to deal serious damage to these guys when they activate the portals. So what you really need from them is like some serious burst damage. All right, we can pull what they summon though. That's the important part. There we go. Oh wow, you can't just move out of the way of their attacks. Once they start them, you're taking that damage. No freebies over here. Either that or they just have ridiculous range. Could be ridiculous range. And there we go. You're as good as dead. Thanks for the victory. Their armor is serious.
And how do you like the taste of defeat, critters?
Alright, got my 2 trap research points and my 2 chests. Kraken's eye ring, heavy armor plate, double-edged halberd, and a heavy mallet. All of it looks like garbage because none of it's more than rare, but we'll check it out. Physical skills and damage against giant creatures. That's actually pretty good. Damage of ice skills. Ice and horde. Alright, I think for the most part we are maxed out as best as we can be regarding our gear. So the Cave of Valor, the majestic ring of islands floating around the Inkheart, was once a hub of leisure for the wealthy citizens of a long-lost civilization. Since these plateaus offer breathtaking vistas of the churning black chaos from a safe distance, some of these islands, though, catered for visitors who craved for pleasures of a more decadent kind. In the arenas of crystal and marble hosted grandiose battles between gladiators. When the trap makers begun to build their first strongholds, they decided to make good use of these abandoned vaults. Where once gladiators fought to death, now monsters die shrieking. Okay. An interesting concept, I guess. Turn the halls of murdertude into a place where monsters run into murdery traps, a gauntlet of sorts.
More gold, right?
Okay. Man, I say this almost every time I play this, but I love the crystal effects that this game uses to generate its crystals. It's not like super reflective or anything, but like just the way that those crystals look, pretty freaking amazing. Build trap. Whirlblade column. So this is a special trap that's unique to this stage specifically. You don't get to choose this. This is actually just physically there already. Those enemies by 40% while in range. Enemies damage enemies within 5 meters for 325 physical per second. How much does it cost? 150 essence. That is a hefty essence cost. It's a good idea to look for the special traps that are around just to see if you want to incorporate them in your build. This is an enhancer beacon. We're definitely, absolutely going to want to get this built. Going to affect, you can see the ring. It's kind of hard to in some cases. Should affect this trap, maybe this one down here at the bottom too, and this guy, and this one. Okay, so I'm gonna get these babies cooking. We have another enhancer in the center. Oh, I wonder if enhancers overlap in strength. Do they multiply additively, or do they stack multiplicatively, or are they just additive damage increases? I'm not sure. I didn't see a quest or anything tied to this either. So I guess we have just whatever's coming out of the center first. We can get a boost there. We definitely want that enhancer beacon. Or you just sit a skull up there. Okay. Phoenix pillar here wouldn't be a bad idea. Get the burn. Just max that out. All right. Get the guns going. Okay. Ooh, so you can set up an icicle field with a cold vulnerability. And then 2 frost pillars. All right, we don't really have much cash left for anything else. We should be good though. Let's do this, guys. Blip blip. Rusalkas are probably a bit ice resistant, I would think. But them fireballs though. Yeah, Rusalkas are definitely probably the more problematic enemy here. We're just gonna drag you guys over here. No Temptress tonight. All right. So these guys are just going to dart down these steps, run over here, and be a pain in my butt. So as usual, we'll burn them as soon as they decide to come out. Hit them with the gassy. And then probably add a frost pillar to help group them up when they go through the garbage there. All right.
The chaos portals are bursting with creatures.
Doing good so far. What do we got? Rusalka hordes, Rusalka nymphs. What are these? Okay, defensive cloaks. Maybe that's why they were surviving before. Regular Rusalkas aren't quite as tough, it seems. RP Temptress, where she's coming from? Seems to be working out over here. Increase the damage and the slow. Same for you. Dang it, armor guys. They require far too much attention. Alright, what's coming out here? A rock golem. Armored enemies are just so needy. Alright. There you go, buddy. There's all of your nice little concentrated acid trap. There we go. So there's something else that we need to knock off here. What is it? So I think in the center here, it's probably best to put down archers. Good reason for me to do that now. So this is pretty nice. We can get a phoenix right here that'll hit both, and then probably set up a lightning pillar and then a frost here. I want the frost first, and then we'll get the lightning going when we have the opportunity. The lightning won't be as important long term.
These traps need essence.
Yeah, and I'm not quite essence up enough yet. Glad they decided to bum rush me on the new lane as soon as it opened while I was standing there. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Let's see what's coming out over here. Just another rock boy. Rock boys? Alright, what's this last one coming out here? Yeah, you're good and dead. Nice. They keep sending these harpies out like someday they're just gonna get through those defenses. Keep on trying, harpies. We believe in you. Lots of really dead and frozen guys. Oh yeah. Oh, not enough to buff it yet. Okay. Glacier Golem. Cold Vengeance. Does that mean it explodes in the ice when I kill it? Just gonna let it go and see what happens. Not sure if I would have taken damage when I was close or not. Didn't want to chance it though. Okay. Ooh. Now this here, this is just rude. It's a good idea to activate this now.
I'm quite good at this.
But now I need to focus on somehow activating maximum shenanigans whenever they decide to throw the enemies that they're going to out here. And other than this, I don't have anything set up that's really going to focus on this gate. You only have like 2, 3, about 6 trap placements that you can put there. Most of them aren't towers, and they're not going to focus on anything else. Like, I want to place more towers here just so I don't have to stare at these guys the entire time. I'm going to let them sort of do their thing so I can head over here and see what we're working with. Yeah, I need you guys to just group up for me real quick. Alright, good job, Whirly Blade things. I appreciate you. You are definitely worth your weight in essence. Alright, so with what we have going on here... Yeah, you'll just die now. Okay, good. Thank you. Oh no, you guys are definitely getting pulled into these blades. Oh, I can pull them? Alright, potion time. Don't even think about it, buddy. I'm not gonna be frozen that long. Okay, now we have all of the shenanigans kicked into high gear. So... if we had nothing but essence, we could probably do some really amazing things, but we don't. And I don't know what they're sending over here. So just in case that's what they're getting, they're going to have to deal with at least one of these. And we're going to have a bit of slow. I don't have enough for 2 of these right now. And I'm kind of worried about what can come out here. This should help a bit.
So little time.
Okay, there we go. I don't have enough to do much else, so now we kind of have to focus on this area back here. It might, if I run into issues, be a good idea to just move some of the traps that I have placed closer to the gates into the central area. That way they could help with the rear, left, and right gates. But we'll see if they're really a threat. Just to speed this up a bit. Whoa. And that's how you get a horde running into you. Gonna pull you guys into this. The Glacier Golem has triple the HP of the ice of the regular guys, so I guess that is a big deal. No, you don't. It's not gonna be that easy. Oh crap, what? Oh, okay, it's the heartbeat. Oh, that's the ice vengeance. I get frozen. Thank you guys for being really baitable.
These traps need essence.
Yeah, they do. Harpies in their BS lightning. Good luck with that. Oh, this is the last wave. Well, it's a good thing I'm building on the fly then. This is already maxed, right? Yeah, it is. Yes. Yes. Alright, traps doing their thing. And there we go. It probably won't make it much farther. We got a champ and some horde stuff coming through. There we go. I was worried that that rock golem might actually make it somewhere for a second, but he didn't. All right. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
The Lord of the Swarm is approaching. Just when I thought it can't get any worse.
It does, of course. That's a bad idea. This can only affect things for like a split second. Does it summon the tiny hate birds? Okay, so you need to die because you're a champ. Dreadful Queen summons grub shrieks. No thanks. Absolutely sure I can't pull you, but the pull may work on what you summon. So, oh crap. I didn't spend enough time fighting you. Okay, I can insta-kill everything you have here. Crap. It's probably gonna get in. I don't think I have enough DPS to kill it.
This one's trying to break
Yep.
through. Victory.
I'm mad now. Okay. I didn't know where it was coming from, and that's the reason why it got in. I'm going to continue because I hate the fact that this game doesn't give you your loot unless you do that. But that's fine because we got whatever experience out of it, and we also will have access to the next stage, which means we got 8 points of trap research too, and we can do this and this. We got 2 points left. Get the last point on our ice pillar and start working on the damage upgrades on this guy. Okay. Hmm, 15% chance to do double damage, which is basically equivalent with the 30% damage increase here, but less expensive. Decreased damage penalty. All right, so that's more important. And you want to go for the damage upgrade and then the penalty decrease. All right, so we got some more skills. Oh, we got 2 levels that time. All right, cool. So our primary attack is now maxed, giving us way more damage. We can also throw more damage into the Ghastly Shape skill, which will help that deal a lot more damage against enemies that we're fighting. And I think that's pretty much going to be it for that. We'll leave it as is for now. And I think that's going to be it for this video. I want to try to keep these from being too long, so there we go. I'll probably be back to 3-star the Cave of Valor, and then we'll get into the Plateau of Decay. Does this have a quest attached? There is a quest attached. This accursed place is also the hiding place of a terrible monster. Although he is wearing his mortal disguise at the moment, don't let appearances fool you. Count Johannes as a blood-sucking fiend, and he will use every opportunity to sneak through the opening gates to the ordinary world. Find and destroy him. Okay. So it looks like we have a vampire stuck in the ink. Well, that'll be for the next episode, like I said. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Definitely appreciate you guys viewing these videos, especially if you made it this far. Love you very much. If you do enjoy this and there's anything that you'd like to see in the game, whether it be a character or even not in this game but in another one, feel free to drop that in the comments. I do read those whenever I have the opportunity, and I love just getting feedback from you guys. Either way, hope you enjoyed it again. I hope you guys have been having a good time this year so far. My birthday just passed, and I had a lot of outpouring of love and good feelings from my friends IRL, and that was also great. And you know, it's always great to pass another year in good spirits. Either way, thanks for being there, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, as always, have a good one, folks.